Hey everyone, I wanted to recognize our sponsor, Traver Connect. Two words ring true for all of us in the automotive service space: the phones. When we hear those words, we instantly all sigh. Because as much change as our industry has seen, we still getting overwhelmingly amount of calls. No need to sigh though. That's where a good BDC comes in handy, doesn't it? I know the team at Traver Connect personally, and these guys get it, and they can help you build your service BDC. Or you can use their team to catch the calls you miss from well-trained team of agents that they have. Or have them make outbound calls and set new appointments. Give Traver Connect a call today. As they say, revenue doesn't leave a message at the beep. Reach out to the team at Traver Connect at traverconnect.com. Dynatron Software is also an important sponsor for the Fixed Ops Mastermind podcast. As both technology and the auto industry continue to evolve, every dealership needs to ask themselves a very important question. Am I in the forefront or stuck in the past? Dynatron Software offers the latest in data analytics, business tools, and pricing optimization. Contact them for more info. Sales at dynatronsoftware.com. Guys, as always, help spread the message of the Fixed Ops Mastermind podcast. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. That helps us to spread the word. Also, make sure to subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast app. Get the new episodes as soon as they're released. And now, here's another episode for you. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Fixed Ops Mastermind podcast. We have a special guest for us, everybody, today. All the way from Nigeria is Bunmi Solabi, who is a female mechanic, a biologist, and most importantly, a woman or young woman empowerment advocate for more women in the automotive industry. Welcome. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Dave. I'm happy to be here. It's a privilege to be here with you.
Excellent. It's great to have you here. So how do you wind up being a female mechanic? Number one, it's certainly not an industry that enough women go into. But my guess is that in Nigeria, it's even less prevalent than it is here in the United States. Yes.
Actually, my love for cars started while growing up, but it's just like you said, it's not something that is even that is welcomed here for a lady to actually going into fixing of cars. So it's not while I was growing up, it was a no for me. So after I went to university, I got a degree in biology. I started working in a bank. So I found out that I was so restless that I knew that I wasn't doing what I love. So at a point, I had to leave my job, then take this decision that, okay, let me just follow my passion. Let me start. At that time, I was I was on my own, so I could make my own decision, what is good for, what is best for me. So that is how I went into training, and ever since then, it has been something exciting and though challenging, but something that I've never regretted doing.
Excellent. And so do you operate your own shop there, or are you working for somebody
No,
else?
I operate my own shop. I have a shop. I have a workshop of my own where I do diagnostics, I fix, I repair and maintain cars, and I do car maintenance generally. I repair. So I have my own workshop.
Excellent. Excellent. So I have found, I have not worked with a lot of female mechanics over the years, but in my 30 plus years, I have worked with 5 of them, and 4 out of the 5 had far superior diagnostic skills to the men mechanics that I worked with. And I think that's, probably because you guys are much better at actually thinking things out, rather than acting without thinking like the way most men do. Do you find that? Do you find that that's one of the things that you're strong with is actually diagnosing things?
Yeah. Exactly. One thing about women in general is that we do pay attention to details. And when you combine that in this work in a mechanic job, it's is a good advantage, because a mechanic job requires actually paying attention to details and being able to think deeply. Like diagnosis is basically one of my strong suits, because I don't. It's not something when you get it fault codes, you just don't. It's something that you take time to look at and research and get to the roots of the problem. Which I don't think the patients might not be in the other gender like that. So it's actually one of my strong suits. Actually, it's one of the first thing that I love about the job, being able to computerize a car and be able to get what the problem is and, fix it, and the cab comes out okay. So it's actually one of our strong suits.
Yeah, there is a great satisfaction in that, right? And in having something coming in not operating properly.
It's like aphrodisiac. Like when when a client, for me actually, when a clients bring a car to me, like some of my clients come with a bad report from somewhere else, and when they come and I get to fix their cars, the kind of smiles that come out of their face when they are taking their car of my workshop is just like it gets me high. Like I'm always so happy, like, oh, I've done this. Like, so it's kind of satisfying and rewarding. It's very highly satisfying.
Yeah, and I'm sure that happiness when the customer shows up is one of the things that keeps your customers coming back, seeing that you are that thrilled with working on their vehicles, keeping your customers happy. So what do you think is something that we could be doing better to attract more women into this automotive business?
Okay. Because I come from Africa, first I would like to talk about opportunities for women here in Africa, in Nigeria, and Africa as a whole. Like, it will be so inspiring if women in automotive in advanced countries like USA, Canada, Germany, do an exchange program, give opportunities for women here in Africa and females for internship or apprenticeship, and, make them, lift them from where they are, make them better with what they are doing. It becomes inspiring. I'm very sure from Africa, it will inspire more women to go into this, because so many people, it's not easy being a female mechanic right here in Africa. It's not easy thing. But so if they have that kind of opportunity whereby they know they can, move from the level they are to another level for more training, for more experience, for more exposure, it gives them that inspiration. Also, another thing that I know that it can be done is the government especially in our country, should also encourage women in this gender-based mentoring and dominated areas. They should encourage women in the industry, and also make sure if by the time they encourage them, they see more people, more women, rising up, wanting to do the job, because they know that, the people here are actually being recognized for what they are doing. And it's actually, make more women, more girls coming up to want to actually follow their dreams or even join the industry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's certainly something that we have been neglecting in this country also. I I don't know about Canada, but I'm sure they're in the same situation, because we're always talking about having a technician shortage. And yet you look around 99% of the shops around the United States, and it's all men. So you're leaving out, millions of potential candidates to come in and help with that shortage. And we've been neglecting in actually getting out there and trying to get the message out about the fact that this is a good career, a viable career. It's not it's not all grease and dirt and stuff all the time. It's doing things like you're talking about with diagnosing things and learning electrical systems. I mean, the cars are so complex now that you spend a lot more time doing electrical work than you do anything else. And there's some great careers out there. I think it would be incredible to have some sort of exchange type program, for women or young women to come over to the US or Canada and pair up with partner up with a dealership or something like that, and
exactly.
Learn the ropes. It obviously gives them some more opportunity in their life, and greatly helps the dealerships because we get to increase our technician pool.
Like right now, like I have this urge to, get a place in either Canada or US to come look at how because every day we have modern equipment, tools coming up, and in this work, in this industry, and we don't have that access to that kind of equipment and tools here. And even if you have money to buy them, you might not even know how to use them. So most times, if you have that opportunity of, exchange program or internship, when you go out there, you'll be able to see this modern tools and equipment, so that when you come back to your country, you'll be able to, make use and also teach other people. Like I have other girls that I train for free, that I mentor also, that they are training in my workshop. Like when they see that, oh, there's new thing that you're introducing that is making the work more easier for them. These tools are there to make the work easier, especially for women. And when you don't even know how to use them or operate them, even when you have the money to buy them, it's useless. So this is why I always I'm advocating for, if we have other women in US, Canada, do exchange program or internship program, offer internship program to female mechanics here in Nigeria or in Africa. So it helps the industry to grow in this gender-based. And I always say, I said in engineering, the future is female. Sorry, the future is female, because we treat cars, we treat everything we do like babies. Like in one of my interviews, I said I treat every car like babies. Like, this is my baby. I see every car like a sick child. And when you see something like a sick child, you pay attention. You don't give up even when you don't get the problem yet. You want to make that car okay. You want to make that car work. You don't get frustrated, even though it can become challenging. So because of that tenacity and determination we have, it gives us more edge than our other counterparts in the industry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I completely agree with that. I am always teaching my team that they should treat every car as if it was owned by their mother. So that they give it the love and care that they would give their mom, and for my service advisors to treat customers as if the car that they're bringing in is owned by their mother. So that's their mother that's standing in front of them, and same recommendations and things for work that you would give to your own mother. And I think that's a great way to look at it from the mechanic side, is that you're caring for the cars as if you were a mother, and that is your baby, so you want to take care of that. So what is the work that you're doing over there on the cars? Is it largely the same type of things that we see over here with it's probably 40% maintenance type work and 60% repair type of things that have actually broken. is it different types of things that you see over there in your shop?
Yes. Okay. I think it will be a lot of different. They will be maybe kind of a little bit different from your head, because one thing I noticed, I've noticed even from a US repair is more or less like, basically you remove and fix. Like when you have something broken, you remove and fix. Here, we kind of try to, repair even some parts. There's some parts we don't always remove and
And
fix
replace, yeah.
and replace. Sorry, thank you.
Yep,
Thank
yep.
you. You don't always remove and replace. We try to fix sometimes. It's only when it's seriously bad that you can't even replace that. Then I think basically that's the difference. That's just the difference. We don't usually replace. We repair most times. We repair. If you repair because of the, then at times another issue we do have, I think, which you can't find over there, is that we do have an issue of a fake parts, auto parts. That we don't usually get genuine auto parts here. So our market is, we have few places whereby you can get genuine auto parts, but I'm very sure that you can't have that kind of problem over there. So that is basically the difference. But we basically do the same thing on cars.
Yeah. So the actual repairing of vehicles is something that was certainly done a lot more previously in this industry, and then as they moved to try and speed up repairs, it became more of a remove and replace rather than a remove and repair a lot of things. And you can see that difference in the younger technicians compared to the older ones. The older guys are looking to repair things.
Exactly, because you find out that the most young technicians now, they don't even know the gimmicks, the secrets behind repairs. All they know is that when you see a part, you see a fault, they tell you, let's replace. And you look like when you especially when you train, whereby you were trained to repair some things that the client could still use for months before actually replacing it. You're like, no, we can still do this. Right. So like, I get what you're saying. Like most young technicians don't even want to go the route of repairing. They just want to remove and replace.
Right. And I mean, in trying to gain more speed, I can understand that. But I think a lot of times what it sacrifices is the overall understanding of what was actually happening to make the repair necessary. Was something actually malfunctioning, and do you understand what was malfunctioning and what it was causing, or do you just know that because you have a certain code that you have to replace a certain part? It takes away a little bit of that understanding.
Yes. The most times when you get a code, like I always say, you could get the same a code for the same in two cars, especially if there are two different brands, and they might be telling you different things, but it might come as it might be the same codes. That is what most people don't do. What a Toyota brand we refer to as oxygen sensor, Nissan might tell you that is a manifold something, and it might bring the same code. So it's something like you just have to be able to understand, just like you said, is the understanding of the whole process. When you understand it, you'll be able to know actually what to do at that moment.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not just about knowing the code. It's knowing the system that it goes to, and knowing what it will take to actually make a repair. And I mean, if that repair is replacing a part, that's fine. But as long as you can understand what that repair is to begin with. So what what do you think that we can do to start to promote some more women to get into this business?
What I don't like I would love like, okay, there's one thing I've always been an advocate of, though I've not really had a headways. I would love brands to, especially when it comes to automotive, you know, dealers in cars, auto parts, to use women as their, you know, face, as in mechanic women, female mechanics as their brand face, as their model for their products, you know, it will go a long way in inspire. Because one thing I've noticed, especially in my country now, is that young ones look up to these people they see on TV, they see on print, they see on media, they see on social media, you know, representing one brand or the other. So I feel that if brands could actually also concentrate, especially brands that produce car products, that produce anything that relates to cars, like oil, like mobile, like all the oil company, whatever it is that you use on car. We have so many things that we use on cars, fuels, and everything. So if these companies can start using not just a stranger or a model, but they can actually using a female mechanic as their brand face, you know, as their, it will go a long way. It will go a long way to encourage more women and girls into this industry.
Yeah, I think that's a terrific idea. And if car manufacturers would kind of wake up a little bit and get on that bandwagon, you know, and try to put themselves out there first, they could probably be, you know, making more headway than the other ones into attracting more women into the roles of working on their cars and starting to decrease that curve of technician shortage that we've created by either driving some people out of the business or completely eliminating one gender from the business. That certainly would awareness is what the ads are going to create, right? Is awareness that is a possibility, because if you watch the ads now, you have no idea that as a young woman, you have no idea that is a possibility as a career for you, because you don't see it anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. All right. Well, this has been an awesome conversation. I love learning about how the repairs and things go over there, and that you're actually doing repairs, not just but not just replacing parts.
No, we do repairs.
Yeah. So where can people connect with you on social media or anywhere else?
Yes, I'm on Instagram, Ladymek Stores _ Ladymek _stores. That's my Instagram page. And on Twitter, I'm Bunmi _Solabi. On Twitter, I'm on Twitter. Then on Facebook, I'm on Ladymek Stores on Facebook.
All right.
I'll make sure to get on LinkedIn, I'm also Bunmi Solabi. So LinkedIn. So I'm on all the maybe major 4 social medias.
Excellent. All right. I will make sure and get all those profiles linked up in the show notes so people can reach out and connect with you. And hopefully in the near future, we can work on getting something going with some sort of exchange program or something to allow some more women to come into this business.
That would be beautiful.
And help out. Yeah, it would be a good thing for all of us. It needs to happen. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you staying up late to do this interview. And enjoy the rest of your quiet time for the night.
Thank you. It's a privilege too. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. It was great. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That was a great conversation as we continue the road to try and bring more women into this business. It is something that is definitely missing, especially from the back of the house, certainly in the front of the house also. A business that needs to have more women. We have a technician shortage, and we are leaving out a whole gender of possibilities to get more technicians into our stores. So make sure you check Bunmi out at her social media feeds. I'll get those linked up for you. But Ladymek Stores, it's LadyMekStores.com is her website. You can go there and find out some more about her. And that was a great conversation. Thank you to our sponsor, Traver Connect, for helping to bring this podcast to you every single week. Reach out to Traver Connect at traverconnect.com. They are the answer. They can help you with a lot of solutions from BDC on up. Thank you again to Traver Connect. And I would be remiss if I did not ask you to join the Fixed Ops Mastermind weekly members program. We meet every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. FixedOpsMastermind.com is how you join that membership. It is a great bunch of leaders, trainers, and vendors all coming together, exploring ideas, new solutions, and forward-thinking ideas for the automotive industry. We have a great discussion every single week, between an hour and 2 hours long. We have some featured guests, some subject matter experts that come in and talk to us about everything from robot process automation to data to how to do a proper walk around. We cover it all and talk about it all and try to come up with innovative solutions. So FixedOpsMastermind.com is where to go to join us, and we will see you there, and thank you until next time. Another information-packed session of the Fixed Ops Mastermind podcast is in the books. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate your support. Remember to download Fixed Ops Mastermind podcast on your favorite podcast app and to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. We thank again our sponsors, Dynatron Software and Traver Connect. Make sure you guys visit them. They've got some incredible products to help your dealership excel. Until next time, thanks for joining us.